Hello modelers, it's been a long time since I've made a video on the HMS Victory. Over the past 6 months I've been developing the famous crew of the HMS Victory, and I just thought I'd give you a preview of what you get with this new kit that I've just developed. So these that you can see on the cutting mat are printed bigger just for this purpose of showing you the detail. I can print these in most scales. For example, these are 1/72 scale on the model, and this is a 1/84 kit, so gives you a bit of an idea of the size. I do believe that putting crew on board a model will bring the ship to life. So let's make a start with the officers. It goes without saying that they will come unpainted like this. So this is Nelson, and then this one is Captain Hardy stood next to him, and then we've got 3 officers as well. And then this is just to give you an idea of what they should look like painted. That's Nelson. We have Captain Hardy holding his telescope. He's got his sword, one looking through his telescope, and then 2 stood at ease. We've also got the Marines. So this one is an officer. And we've got the drummer. And then we've got the Marines themselves. Now, there's only 3 there. There will be 61 figures in total. So if we look at a complete set, you get, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 12 Marines in the actual set, because what I've done is I've multiplied certain ones. They're different shapes, different creases on the clothing and things like that, different sizes, just to give you some variation, but they're all stood at ease. And obviously this is what they look like unpainted. And then we move on to Boatswain's Mate, which were in command of the crew and would receive orders from the officers, and then they would reissue the orders to various sections of the ship, carrying a rope, assumed for whipping into action. This chap's pointing at someone, giving him some orders. This one's inspecting. We've got disabled seaman calling up at someone, and then we've got one. This one's should be coiling up a rope, and that was the intention of that one. So here's what they look like with some paint on. My father has painted these for me, Steve Woods. Shout out to him, thank you very much. I sculpted all of these in Blender. It's, like I say, it took me six months really, all in all, of research and actually modelling them. It takes me about a day to model each one. I've got certain ones, you know, washing the deck, so you get four, no you don't, you get 2 scrubbing the deck and 2 holding buckets, 1 pouring, 1 holding. Once it was known that there was a lot of cleaning of decks in those days to keep the crew busy. and always keep the ship clean. So I must admit I'm quite proud of these. The other thing as well, to show you these, what's never been done before is creating the crew out of resin. And the good thing about resin, as opposed to white metal's heavy, so when you hang a crew member on rigging, it sags the rigging. But with resin, you can, these are climbing the rat lines. There'll be 4 of these actually that you get with the set. You get these 2, but you also get them again mirrored the opposite way around. And I just think making the masts look busy with crew on them as well. We've also got ones where they were hanging over the masts, gathering it up or letting it down. So that's what these ones are. You'll get 4 different types of these ones. As you can see, there's some unpainted. So the idea with that is to gather the sails up on one of the masts, and then have these doing that, pulling it up on the stud on like a rope that's around the back of the sail. We've got plenty of gun crew, and we've got a powder monkey, a young lad there, carrying a keg of powder, I believe. We've got a muscly chap holding a cannonball, and then we've got the I don't know if they clean the bowls or pack them. There's just one of these that's broken off, but it's supposed to be double-ended. And then got these like shunters that would, again, that one's snapped off as well. But you'll get a set of all the different ones of the gun crew, but then you'll also get them flipped the opposite way around like a mirror, and then you just paint them a different colour, different clothing or what have you. So they are painted. This chap is aiming down the barrel and looking at taking a shot. I suppose you could maybe have him doing something else near the front of the ship. This chap is loading gunpowder into the gun lock. And this horn-shaped thing that they used to measure the gunpowder into. So that is the set. What I also want to show you is this is how I take them off the build plate. They're absolutely covered in scaffolding supports, and what I do before fully curing them, I snip off all these supports. So you can see the little nubs around the base. This is where the supports have been snipped off, meaning that what's left is only the supports at the base for you to snip off. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want you risking damaging them. I'd rather them have as many supports taken off in advance so that when you get them, they're ready to go. So please understand that one of these full sets, to take off the supports off a full set, it takes me 45 minutes. And then the way that they will come as well is I mount them on a piece of cardboard that you lift out of the box, so that they won't move inside the packaging. And then I've got these little handles, crude, I know, that you can just lift it out, ready to go. So that is the complete set, starting with the officers at the front. These are all Royal Marines. Got some deck crew. We've got these two rows are all gun crew, and then we've got these ones that are climbing on the masts, climbing the rigging, and then we've got some boatswain's mates and some able seamen as well. And I just really think that when you look at a model and it's got crew on it, it'll give the model a sense of scale and bring it to life. They were very busy vessels with a lot going on all the time, and I've attempted to model that, imitate that, by having each one doing something. So these will be added to the website very soon, and I'll probably make 2 options where you can have a smaller set and a larger set. Basically, the larger set will have duplicates mirrored the opposite way, and then a smaller set unmirrored, so that if you don't want to buy or pay for a larger amount, you can have the main ones. Obviously, Nelson himself. So there we go. Head over to the link provided in the description if you want to take a look at these on the website and place an order. Obviously, because they're new, please be patient for them being shipped. It takes about 3 hours to print one set, and then I've got 45 minutes clean up with them. So please bear with me when it comes to processing orders. Usually when I release something new, I get a big rush of orders, so just expect a little bit of delay. Anyway, thank you for watching. Any questions, please put that in the description below as well. Bye for now.